Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Lynn Life. I'm doing the entire vlog on the back of my e-bike today. This is the view. This is what you're gonna see, and we're going on a different route. So let's get going. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn Life. Okay, well, I said I'm going a different route, and I believe this is it. I'm taking a right here, and we're going up this hill. So it's a little bit different, and we're going to gain some altitude today. Let's see, I'm probably going to have to shift down actually, which isn't something I usually do on this bike. I usually try to keep it at high gear to give myself a little bit of a workout, even though it's an e-bike. Okay, getting to the top of this hill. So that's how this thing works. Okay, I'm shifting them. Top gear is 7th gear. I have 7 gears. Going by Masood's tree farm over here. We're on Roberts Road, and we're going uphill. We're going to go by the Root Farm today, eventually. Where Lynn rides, and I've done plenty of vlogs up there. We should see some beautiful scenery, because we're going to be up there, up on the hill, way up on the hill, top of the valley. So clouds are kind of dramatic. We got temperatures mid to upper 70s. It's actually quite comfortable. Got another hill up ahead here. Have to shift down a little bit. See, the motor is helping me a lot going up these hills. Without the motor's help, I'm struggling. Not just would my heart be beating and I'd be out of breath, but it's my legs, my knees, and I have an injury, but I've had it for a long time. It's a tendon in my right groin area, which I thought was a hernia. And when I had my doctor appointment last week, he checked me out, and it's not a hernia. It's a tendon, but I've had it for years. It'll go away a little bit, and then I exercise, and it starts to hurt again. You know, I feel it even when I ride the motorcycle. When I lift my right leg to use the rear brake, I can feel it. I feel it on the bicycle. See, look at these views. You see this? Hopefully you can. Cornfield and those beautiful clouds. To my right is the valley that we live in. So it's a beautiful day for a ride with the breeze. Here's another benefit of an e-bike. You go faster, so you get more of a breeze, so it cools you off. That's another Another big benefit. And you're not exerting yourself as much as you would normally. So it's enjoyable. I'm going up a slight grade here. I have some cars coming up in my rearview mirror. I can see them. And I'm still in 7th gear, highest possible gear. And I'm very comfortable. You know, I'm pedaling. When I'm done, I feel it in my legs. But it's kind of like pedaling on the level. I guess whether you're going uphill, downhill, whatever, it's like you're always pedaling on the level. And I'm going about 20 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour, I'm going uphill. Now I'll go a little faster, and I got another hill. And I'll probably shift down for that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of e-bikes. Highly recommend them. Especially for those of us who are getting a little older. It's definitely a good thing to have if you can have one. Still a form of exercise. And you get to cover some good ground, so you get to see things. Get to see the country. Whole barn here, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna take a right here. And that's a stop sign, so we will obey the traffic laws. Come to a stop. Okay, go down the hill. I'm gonna go down the hill a little bit. When we drive to the root farm, I come up the opposite way. I come up this hill the opposite way. But that is very, very steep going that direction. So I did not go up it with the bicycle. Plus it would be a shorter route, and I wanted to, you know, lengthen my ride a little bit, extend my ride. Okay, now this is King Road here. And I'm going to take a left on it to head over to where the root farm is. There's no cars coming. Off I go. See, when I start to pedal, there is no assist. I make a couple revolutions, and the motor kicks in and it starts to assist me. And there's several different levels of assist. So that's up to you. I have my favorite level that I set it on, and this is what I do. It's not the highest and it's not the lowest. So somewhere in the middle, and I'm fine with it. Upper middle. So yeah, nice ride, beautiful ride. To the left, a little ways down here, is the road going up to the root farm. In fact, Justin's there right now. He's working. This is his last week of work. Then he has a week of no work. And then the following week after that, he begins college again. So, he has 1 week off. And the plan is, and that's next week, is for us to go to the New York State Fair in Syracuse. So that's kind of a tradition. We've done that a lot, and it's always the week before he returns to school. Been doing it since he was in, grade school even. Okay, on the left over here, way up on the hill, is the Root Farm. That's where they're located. You go right up this road here. Yeah. Maybe I should have ridden up there. See what Justin's doing. And I think I gotta take a right here. This should be Campbell Road. And what a nice view. We got a nice stone wall on the right. Well, actually right and left. And you might get some views coming down this road. Should. If they aren't blocked. But it's pretty either way. We're going downhill now. Go up this little rise. Yeah, we got a view. That's the valley. You're actually looking at the Mohawk Valley in the distance. Really beautiful up here. Nice farm. View of the valley in the background. And no cars. I haven't had any cars either, so that's nice. It's all barns. And we're going downhill. Gotta pay attention. So I'll probably exceed 30 miles an hour on 28, almost 29. 29, 30, I'm over 30. Speed limit's 35. I could probably exceed it if I wanted. Yeah. Friend's house here over on the left. Oh, I see this maple tree, the leaves are beginning to change in mid-August. I don't like to see that. I love summer up here. Our summers are really perfect. Yeah, I'm going over 30, 32. I'm going to slow down here. Summers up here are absolutely gorgeous. They look gorgeous and they feel gorgeous. Alright, pretty much the bottom of the hill now. Nice. Stop sign. Where should I go? Should I take a left or should I go home? I'm going to take a left. On your left there, buddy. All right. Traditional bicyclists can't keep up with me. Not because of me, but because of that electric motor. I go significantly faster than the traditional bicycle. Which is one of the things or probably the one thing that I like the most about an e-bike is because I can get around fast. Which means I can cover a lot of ground. And it's not as painful. So I wouldn't be able to take a traditional bike up where I was. I mean, it's tough to see on the camera. But I was way up there. That's very, very steep hill to get up there. So, but on this thing, not a problem. And earlier this summer, I couldn't take that route because part of the road was closed. They were redoing it, so. But it's open again, and now I can continue my exploring. Now, this route I'm taking right now is part of my regular route that I take a lot. I took this the other day. I didn't vlog it, but I mean, I have vlogged this route before. I don't know how many miles I'll actually go today. At least 10, I would say. I don't know, maybe it's more than that. We will see. I'm down to 3 bars on my battery. That's mostly due to the fact that I was going up that hill, but it was not a fresh battery. This battery I've gone on at least a couple rides previous to this. Now it's showing me 4 bars rather on the battery. As I pedal, it helps to kind of recharge the battery a little bit, or definitely extends the battery life. When I go downhill, kind of charges it little. But I'll probably, when I get down to 3 bars, usually going up another steep hill, when I get down to 3 bars, I usually charge the battery. I charge it overnight. So tomorrow morning, I will have a full charge. And go on a few more rides, and then I'll charge it again. But right now I have more than half battery life. I estimate that based on the miles I put on the bike, that if I were to run this as far as I could on a charge, that I would get in the neighborhood of about 70 miles. So maybe more, I don't know. Depends on how hard you're pedaling. But definitely cool. I like being on 2 wheels. Something about it. Now when I want, as I am right now, just for the heck of it, I can not pedal and just twist the throttle. And it's like an electric motorcycle. Not as, it's probably my maximum speed just using the throttle on a level would be about 25 miles an hour. Okay. Getting a nice breeze here. And I'm feeling it in my calves. And I'll continue to feel this in my legs the rest of the day because it is exercise. Got to keep my legs moving. But it's low impact. So that's why it's a good form of exercise, especially for those of us getting a little longer in the tooth. I'm an advocate for this type of exercise. The downside of an e-bike is they're a little pricey. And I've said this before. This is a tough intersection here. I'm going to have to change the subject. I'm going to stop for a second. I can look car. No, car. Let's stop for a second. Another car. It's tough getting through here. Okay, what I was going to say is that you have two options when it comes to an e-bike. You can go the route I did. You can pay a little bit less, quite a bit less, and you order one online. There's a lot of manufacturers out there. They're all made in China. At least the parts are. Assembled here, partly assembled here, shipped to you, and then you finish the assembly on your own. And because they're shipping it, and it's heavy, there can be damage. Hopefully it's nothing major. You notify the manufacturer and they send you the replacement part and you repair it yourself. That's what I had to do. In my case, the damage was the battery cap. It still worked without it, but I ordered it. They sent me another one. They didn't send me a whole new battery. They sent me just the cap. So I had to repair it myself. It wasn't hard. But I hear the stories. Other people who have more serious issues. The other option, if you don't want to deal with any of that, oh, and by the way, you have to maintain it on your own. So you learn to be your own mechanic, like I've had to do in a few things. So the advantage in ordering it online is less money. A disadvantage, you're your own mechanic and have to deal with some mechanical issues, maybe right out of the gate when you first receive it. The other option is buy your e-bike from a certified bicycle shop. You're going to spend almost twice as much, if not twice as much or more. Could be even more than that. But they do all the repairs. They put it together. When you get it, it's all ready to go. It's all tuned. Brakes are good. Everything works. And if you have any problems, you bring it back. One thing to consider, though, is transporting an e-bike is not as easy as a normal bike because they are a lot heavier. And they aren't all the same weight. I mean, mine is one of the heavier ones with the thick tires and heavy frame. Mine weighs 80 pounds. So it's too heavy to put in a traditional bike rack in the back of your vehicle. You have to get a special one. So that will actually handle the weight. But they're available. You could do that. Of course, you could lay it down and put it on the back, in the back of your, if you have a hatchback or something, you could do that, but just make sure you're not damaging anything. I always recommend take the battery off when you transport it, however you transport it, take the battery out. Battery's heavy, too, as well. So, take the battery off. So if you buy from a bike shop, you're going to have to be able to pick it up and bring it back. So you're going to need to transport it. I've never transported this bicycle. Got delivered to my house and I've been riding it, around my home, in the area of my home. So I've never had to transport it. But I have considered doing so and start hitting some other areas. But the reason I got it was to ride around my home. I like riding bicycles along the canal trail, which is not near my home. But I don't really need an e-bike for that because it's flat. But around here, as I've demonstrated on this ride, it's very hilly. So this is where I need the electric motor on an e-bike. So I think that's going to about do it. We're coming towards the end of this ride. I think I've gone around 10 miles. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time on the Windlass.